o'clock, and tonight we are on your side with an update on an apartment here in downtown Columbia that does not currently have air conditioning.
Senior citizens living at a facility in Five Points found themselves in a desperate situation when the building's AC system failed.
News 19 got calls about this issue from several residents there asking for our help.
News 19's Walker Lawson spoke with a couple anxious for their air to return.
Residents in the Christopher Tower behind me have been without air conditioning for over 24 hours now. We spoke to the property management company that says they're working to fix the issue, but residents are growing concerned as temperatures are expected to rise through the week.
I got up and I couldn't even sleep because it was so hot.
David and Sharon Cooper are two of the nearly 240 residents in Christopher Towers spending a July summer day without air conditioning.
I had our thermostat sitting at 67. It was 80. It got up to 87.
News 19 reached out to the property management group Multifamily Select Incorporated, who says they're providing free hotel rooms to those who aren't comfortable staying. So far, 70 residents, including the Coopers, have taken advantage as the company works to get the air conditioning fixed.
The entire building is on the same system. So yes, we do have some units that have some cooling, but the vast majority of the building is affected by this.
Matthew Neely says they're hoping to have the air back on by Wednesday, but it's taking some time due to the specialized nature of such cooling systems.
We're hoping that the plan that the one vendor has suggested can be up and running tomorrow. We just don't have a time yet on when that will happen.
Emily Blackshire Gill with Appleseed Law says South Carolina law is ambiguous with air conditioning, and if those in apartments find themselves without AC this summer, there are steps that you can take.
One is that typically, like I think what we've heard about at Christopher Towers, heating and air conditioning are in like full HVAC units. What that means is like if one of those units is in disrepair, it is obviously the landlord's responsibility to fix that. In the case of Christopher Towers, that's the whole building. They're responsible for that. It does sound like they're already taking action. Typically, if landlords are not taking action to remedy a situation, we point tenants towards what's called a 14-day letter. A 14-day letter, basically a letter that under South Carolina law is appropriate to give to your landlord to kind of demand that they make a certain repair if it's affecting the health and safety of people.
The Coopers are thankful something is being done, but think more needs to be done.
It's like it's so hard for us. I'm concerned. I don't think they're doing enough.
Walker Lawson, News 19, WLTX.
We're going to continue to follow this story for you, but again, the property management group hopes to have the issue they say resolved by tomorrow.
Yeah, and as a reminder, South Carolina does not include air conditioning when it talks about essential services. So to find out if your air conditioning is covered in your renter's agreement, you need to read over the lease agreement. The lease can indicate that air conditioning is excluded from the landlord's obligation to maintain. Experts say you need to give written notice to your landlord of a problem and give them a reasonable amount of time to fix it, which is usually about 14 days.